is happening because of the work of those campaigners, and I think acknowledgement of that is very important.
Now, did this fantastic Labour Party MP really hold a dodgy water company to account? After Labour MP for Truro and Falmouth, Jayne Kirkham, was talking about trust and Lake Windermere and with releasing of raw sewage with Louise Beardmore, Chief Executive Officer for United Utilities, in a Environment, Food and Rural Affairs Committee meeting on reforming the water sector on the 26th of February 2025. Fellow Labour Party MP for Hastings and Rye, Helena Dollimore, asked, would the information have been forthcoming if it wasn't for pressure placed upon them by the likes of Fergal Sharkey?
I think it would be fair to say that though none of us represent Lake Windermere, we all agree with you that it is a place of national treasure. And the discussion that you've just had with Jayne about the data from Lake Windermere and exposing what's been going on there, how the legal battle that you had to withhold the information before changing your mind and then releasing it, how much did you spend on legal fees in that process?
We didn't spend any money on legal fees. It was a conversation that we were having with the Information Commissioner. We put in an appeal to the Information Commissioner to say, look, we're appealing this decision. We'd like some clarity and information. So it wasn't something we were engaged with in any sort of legal way about withholding
no
information.
external lawyers were used?
We have an internal legal team, so they would have been engaged, but we didn't use external legal teams. And we've sat down with the Information Commissioner. We've done that face-to-face. They're in the North West, and we've done that, and that hasn't had legal teams.
How much your internal legal team's time was taken up by that decision and that process?
I wouldn't be able to sort of contribute an individual time, but what I would say is too much time. So, I am very clear that this is about being open and transparent, and therefore that's the step change that I've made.
It would have been better to put your hands up at the beginning, release the data, work with the local groups and campaigners, and I think it would be fair to say from what we've just heard that it's only because of those campaigning groups like Save Windermere, different charities who have been campaigning, Fergal Sharkey, that the scandal has been exposed in Lake Windermere. So would you pay tribute to those campaign groups and thank them for their role in exposing this scandal and agree that going forward your company will work with those groups, not against them?
I work very closely with those groups. In fact, both Save Windermere with the team and with a lot of the local NGOs. I think there's more that unites us in terms of the things that we are actually focused on, and I'm very clear about the need to work together. In fact, I'm meeting with them at the minute on a weekly basis.
Would you agree that were it not for their action and their dedication, the scandal wouldn't have been exposed? We wouldn't know what's been going on in Lake Windermere?
I think from a hindsight perspective, do I think that we should have acted quickly in terms of releasing that data? Yes, I do. But what I can say to you in terms of assuming the role, stepping into ensuring that we're delivering the right plan and we're responding to our communities. This for me is about driving levels of transparency. As I said, I've opened an information hub right on the high street. We are organising ourselves into each individual counties so we can be out there and we can respond. I do recognise that this is about trust, and that's why the plan we've put forward is critical, because it's £13 billion worth of investment. And just to sort of break that down, because it sounds like a huge amount of money, and it absolutely is. It's £7 million worth of investment every day we're going to be making into the North West. And I'm determined
investment, the point I'm trying to make is happening because of the work of those campaigners, and I think acknowledgement of that is very important.
I think Helena Dollimore is right on this, isn't she? If it wasn't for activists like Fergal Sharkey, the information wouldn't have been forthcoming, and very much so the investment as well. Louise Beardmore's replies just give me the air of corporate spin, if you know what I mean. When asked about the scandal would not have been exposed and that we would not have known what was going on in Lake Windermere, and she should be thanking these activists for keeping the pressure up to get to this position, she didn't really do it, did she? But what do you guys think? Let me know down below, and if you enjoy everything House of Commons and Select Committee meetings, give us a like and subscribe, and I shall bid you farewell and take care, my friends.